Hello guys! In today's video, we're going to present to you the best USB microphones available on the market today. We made this list on our personal preferences and sorted it based on the features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers. Check out the description to find out their prices and more information. We've included the links in the description below. If you are first time on our channel, please subscribe and hit the bell button for the daily video notification. So, without further ado, let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Shure MV7 USB podcast microphone. Shure's Motive M7 is a different beast from most of the other products we tested for this buying guide. It was made as a more affordable alternative to the Shure SM7, a studio mic commonly used by musicians and radio broadcasters. The Motive M7 is aimed at the podcasting space, but it's still a high-end product with a price tag to match. The M7 has a touch slider on the front that adjusts the headphone volume and the mic gain, with a button to switch between the two functions. It also has a mute button. Shure's entry into the USB space is a dynamic mic instead of a condenser microphone. That means that it's more durable on the inside, and that it's a little better for uncontrolled environments. It handles background noises and rumbles better than most of the other mics we reviewed. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Logitech for Creators Blue Yeti USB microphone. While the Yeti X may be a top scorer, the original Yeti is no slouch. It has 3 condenser capsules as opposed to the Yeti X's 4, but the sound quality is still crisp. You can also set the headphone volume and the mic gain. There's also a mute button and 4 different pickup patterns. There are only a few places where the Yeti doesn't match up to the Yeti X. While it's one of the more solid mics we tested, the model we were using had some trouble standing up. The tension knobs on the side should help keep it in place, and yet the mic fell backward and hit the back of the mic stand with a sound that can only be described as a clonk. The number 3 position is held by AC Pro Audio Lyra Ultra HD. Lyra is a solid, reliable microphone. Lighter than some of the other mics at this price point, it nevertheless feels well built. It's feature-rich as well. Like many of the other high-end mics we tested, you can control just about every aspect of the recording experience from the mic itself. The front features a headphone knob for volume control, a mute button, and an LED indicator to display the current pickup pattern. The back has knobs to adjust the gain and the pickup pattern. The audio quality is among the best we tested. The mic is also lightweight, making it easy to tote, and if you also have the option to affix it to a stand or boom. Next at number 4 we have Rodent USB condenser microphone. Rodent T1 is my go-to studio mic for many of my work gigs, so I was curious to see how its USB-powered cousin would fare. It's a solid microphone. Like the Yeti mics, it feels more substantial than many USB microphones in its class. That's good news on a durability front, but also from a will this stay where I put it angle. The Rode doesn't have a built-in gain control, but it does have a headphone jack and a headset volume adjustment so you can hear what you're recording with no latency. And if you want to use a traditional mic stand, you can detach the NT-USB from its magnetic base and screw it onto a stand. The number 5 position is held by Rode Podcaster. The Rode Podcaster does a very limited number of things very well. The sound quality is exquisite, but incredibly focused. This is an end-address microphone. Most of these microphones require you to speak toward the front. However, the Podcaster requires you to speak through the top of the microphone. The result is a mic that's very focused on picking up sound from one direction. It's great at filtering out background noise, but also limited in its usefulness compared to some other products we tested. The Podcaster is an unusual creature. It doesn't come with a tripod, it demands a traditional mic stand. But unlike some of the other microphones on this list, there's no option for traditional input. So you have the inconvenience and the expense of needing to purchase a mic stand, with no option to use it as an XLR microphone if you expand your setup later on. The number 6 position is dominated by Logitech for Creators Blue Snowball Ice USB microphone. Blue's portable powerhouse has been a mainstay of the recording world for a long time. Now that the field is more crowded, it's facing stiffer competition, but it still gives you plenty for your money. However, this mic disappointed in a few key areas. The sound itself wasn't always what we wanted and was a bit of a letdown compared to the mic's reputation. The pickup pattern is fairly wide, which gives you a lot of room noise if you're not very careful. Unlike many other Blue mics, including the regular Snowball, there's only one pickup pattern. and it's going to hear just about everything. Moving on to the next, at number 7 with Audio-Technica ATR2100x-USB. Audio-Technica's ATR2100x looks most like what people think of as a mic. And in many ways, it's the most straightforward microphone here. It has an on/off switch, a USB port, an XLR port, and a headphone jack. There's also a volume slider for the headphones. The mic comes with a small tripod and a holder for the mic to slide into. The mic holder can be affixed to a traditional mic stand as well. In some ways, this would be a great mic for someone looking to expand their studio in the future. Compatibility with the traditional mic stand and interface are great future-proofing, and the sound quality is above average. The number 8 position is held by Amazon Basics Desktop Mini Condenser. The Amazon Basics USB mic gave surprisingly, almost upsettingly good recordings for the price. Unfortunately, that's about all this mic has going for it. The mic feels cheaply made, light enough and flimsy enough that the weight of the USB cord attaching it to my PC was enough to scoot it across the desk whenever I tried to set it down. The good news is that it wasn't seriously damaged after it fell off of the desk. The bad news is that it would have fallen if it had been more substantial. Next at number 9 we have Apogee Hype MiC. The Apogee Hype MiC is an interesting, often frustrating microphone. On one level, the mic seems very nice. It comes with everything you could possibly want. There's a carrying case, pop filter, a whole host of different USB cables for use with all sorts of devices, a tripod, and a tripod mount that can be adjusted to also work with the mic stand. The front of the mic has a button for adjusting the audio blend in the headset. You can use it to adjust the balance between zero latency mic monitoring and what you hear in your computer. This is great if you're recording dialogue, music, or anything else where you might want to hear your recording session. There's also a knob for adjusting the gain. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by FIFNE K669. The FIFNE K669 is an interesting mic. The mic, cable, and tripod mount are all built together as one solid piece. On one hand, that means that there are fewer steps to perform on your end. On the other hand, it's not that hard to plug in a cable, so streamlining that process doesn't feel like a huge added convenience. Because these pieces can't be swapped, the microphone presents some unique issues. If you need a longer cable, you're out of luck. If the cable wears out, then you're just buying a whole new microphone. There are some nice things about the FIFNE K669. The sound is solid. The tripod mount is also compatible with a mic stand if you have one. That's all for today. If you've already used any of these products, do let us know by commenting below. It will help others to a worthy buy. Thanks for watching.